I'm going to Azuero, Panama.
And this summer I will be headed to Oaxaca, Mexico.
I'll be going to Paraguay over the summer.
I'm going to the Dominican Republic this summer.
This summer I'm going to be going to Cocle, Panama.
Our kids grew up with one perspective, and so to actually live in the country for several weeks and to gain their perspective and to really understand it is such a valuable thing.
Amigos does a very nice job at basically preparing these young folks for launching into colleges or where they're going to go after their high school years. So it's a great bridge to do that.
Both of our daughters had also done programs through the school where they would go 10 days into a country. And Amigos is a very different type of program from that. You are not constantly shepherded. You're left a lot more to figure out and solve problems on your own.
It stood out to me to be there for such a long time and to be able to build a relationship with a host family and a community, because I've noticed that a lot of my friends do other programs and they're there for maybe like a week or something like that, and I really think that building a relationship is the best part of Amigos.
And the Marin chapter was really started early off in our history, in 1971. Since that time, nearly 1,000 young people have gone through the Amigos chapter, which is pretty here in Marin, which is amazing. So that's just an incredible history. The Bay Area, including Marin chapter and the 4 others, represents about 25% of all of the Amigos who go to Latin America every summer on our summer programs. So you could say that the Bay Area is really the heart of Amigos in many ways. We may be based in Houston, it's closer to Latin America, but in terms of our history, this is really it.
I did Amigos when I was in high school and college as well. And Tracy and I met doing Amigos.
We met in high school when we were in the Marin chapter, and both of us were in Amigos for 4 years. Each time it was like, well, I'd like to go back in a new capacity and take on new challenges and have a new experience in a new country. And I think the program was pretty unique in offering that kind of experience.
Yep, I did a master's in public health during medical school that I think was sort of inspired by Amigos.
And so much of it is just number one, confidence. We're introduced with Amigos with our first daughter who did a trip to Paraguay. We were so impressed with the program, and our middle daughter Carly has just come back.
And we have a third daughter as well who's 13 right now.
So we're hoping
that she'll also want to do it.
Because I always did the same thing as my older sister, and I wanted to be like, I was so against it. I was like, I'm going to be an independent person. I'm going to find my own program. I'm not going to be like Megan. And then I was sort of going through other programs that I could do, and I was like, Amigos is really cool.
The Amigos program, it worked perfectly. Like, it did exactly what it was supposed to do, because I think you were much more influenced by the kids that you knew that had done it. Then we didn't necessarily say when you started high school, are you going to do Amigos?
No. Throughout the whole year, you've been training, and you've learned about community development, and you've learned about resource mobilization, you've learned about how to do a community-based initiative. You've learned about cultural adjustment. You've learned about different cultures. You've practiced your Spanish. You've also discussed failure in community development, and that's okay, and that we should talk about it. And it's been a long road, I know, in training, and that's in and of itself been a huge accomplishment.
I brought a sleeping bag. It's sort of compact. It fits in here really well. Doesn't take up too much space.
Oh yeah, here's mine. Mine's huge, but it's gonna keep me nice and warm.
I've just stuck mine on the side of my bag, gonna just carry it through the airport and everywhere. It won't be too much of an issue.
I feel prepared for my summer because of all the great trainings we've done. We've done about 8 weekend retreats where, we all come together and just bond with each other and go through the Amigos curriculum, which really prepares us.
I am really grateful for all that training because I'm pretty nervous about just like going into another country and it just being me and a partner, because that's a really big thing. And I think that having 9 months of training was really good because it didn't feel like too much all at one time, and it really feels like stuff that I've like actually learned and absorbed And I'm really nervous, but I also feel like I am prepared.
And this whole program has been a year of great training and great friends that he has made. He always says, like, I love my Amigo friends that he's, you know, bonded with this whole year, the 15 of them. And
no, it's kind of hard to
All right, 1, 2, 3, go!
Is that what you wanted? Yeah, she's wonderful. Also being a
I decided to do Amigos because it just sounded like a really great experience that I could support other people and help to make a difference and also have a great time.
Get leadership skills and definitely like be a part of the community and bring back a lot of memories.
I really just wanted to immerse myself in a new culture and open up new opportunities and get better at Spanish and have fun.
I'm going to Paraguay, and my biggest hope this summer is to like get an experience that's more out of the box, and it's different from where I live, and I'm excited to learn about a new culture by being involved in it.
And the one thing I want to take back is just a whole new outlook on where I'm from and the things and the life that I live, and just experience a brand new country.
I'm super excited to expand my Spanish knowledge and get better and meet all the new people and immerse myself in the culture.
I'm just excited to go. I'm excited to meet new people and experience something that I've never experienced before. So, my biggest fear is getting the immunization shot.
Make, long-lasting relationships with my host family and the people in the community. That's really what, my biggest hope would be.
And I'm really looking forward to meeting a bunch of new people and just improving my Spanish speaking skills and hopefully just building a lot of meaningful connections and making a lot of new friends and just having a good time.
I'm really excited to go. It's right after finals, so I'm a little nervous to get everything put together, but I've been packing for the last few weeks with my parents, so I'm really excited to meet everyone in the DR.
Observed Courtney grow a lot over the past 9 months as she prepared, and she signed up for this not knowing having any idea where she would be.
So I am hoping that Maddie has a fantastic summer with new experiences and comes back even brighter and ready to shine.
I'm actually really excited for her that this is going to be some kind of amazing experience where she gets to help other people and she also gets to learn about herself.
I have high hopes that Ethan will have the same sort of broadening of perspective that I think comes with an entirely different sort of living experience. Helps you figure out how to arrange your own life to feel a sense of purpose.
I can follow that.
Learn a lot, see a whole different way of living, a whole different culture, different food, different everything, to realize that, there's more to the world than Marin County.
Gets to experience a different culture, pushes himself to be in a new culture, meet new people, really see what life outside of our little bubble in Marin is like. And
are you gonna miss her?
Yeah.
I love her. I miss her a lot. Yeah.
Just remind yourself of all that you've accomplished. You are really, really capable, and you've done so much. You had a partner, and you made an agenda for 5 days of the week, every single day of the week, for teaching kids educational classes in Spanish.
that's pretty awesome. I mean, you gathered a community together, you collaborated, made a project. And if for some reason the project didn't work out, you still were able to inspire others, influence others, lead others, and that's fantastic.
I'd say the most inspirational person that I met was my host dad. He was such a hardworking man, and then he'd always like motivate us, and like whenever like me or my partner was feeling down, he'd be like, oh, just remember how you guys are such strong girls, that you guys came from another like country and are doing this. And
my host mom was incredible. As her husband had died 5 years back, so she had a field of nyame and 15 cows and like just doing everything herself.
My host sister was the president of our youth group, and she was doing a course throughout the summer to become a secretary, and then she was also in school and helping with my CVIP project.
One of my partners, he was very inspirational to me. He was just so ambitious and had really high goals, and he was just so confident in achieving all of them. As well, my supervisor, he was just so intelligent and just a great person, and they're just both people I really look up to.
One of the first things she said is that my partner was about as far from the way I am in life, and yet I learned so much from her.
My host family is like now my second family. They were so loving, and they were so caring. It's like they treat me like their second child, and they like are like, oh, we want to adopt you, why can't you stay?
My family did not speak Spanish at each other when they were conversing. They spoke Guarani. Guarani is a beautiful language, and I'm really glad I got to learn it. And
I've learned some Mayan, which is great. Favorite meal is empanadas. Oh my gosh, so good, so good, my favorite.
But I didn't get homesick. I did think about home. I just didn't miss it. I was comfortable with where I was.
I actually did not feel homesick at all. That's how fast I got comfortable with my host family. By the first day, my little host sister, she greeted me with hugs.
It was challenging at first, definitely a challenge. And so the homesickness, I think me and my partner talked it out.
I'm really proud of what she did, and she stuck through some difficult times where the partner didn't make it, after a week or so.
So at the beginning, it was hard because I was like helping my partner who was like really sad and homesick and like adjusting to the community. Yeah. So it took a lot of like perseverance, and I had to just adapt. And then once I got my guy partner, he was super positive, like all like amigos, everything. His dad had done it 30 years ago, so he loved it, and so we were just so positive together.
To have him gone for 7 weeks was I was never worried about his ability to handle it. Then I just had to have the confidence that it would all work out, and the whole no news is good news.
No news is good news.
So I learned a lot of leadership skills, which is like a key thing to know, especially when like going in a place where Amigos has not been before.
Well, I feel like I've gotten more proficient at like leadership and better at working with other people.
the scariest moment was stepping off of that bus, getting into community, because it all hit you then, like, oh, it's happening. And so the first day I was very stressed out about the CVI project. I was very stressed out about starting Complementos, how I was going to bond with my family. And at the end of the trip, I realized everything went so well. Like, you did it. It was all you and your partner. And like, that just taught me that I can do so much more than I thought I could if I really just put time in, work hard, and just believe in yourself.
I definitely am more flexible and like believe in myself more. Know I can like be confident in like social situations and be a leader. Amigos is just like so life changing, and like until you can like go through the process, it's hard to explain. Like, and I feel like everyone can do it. Just like a mindset.
I would say I learned a lot of Spanish, as well as I learned how to be very adaptable in any situation and just be comfortable. And
I also learned to have a lot of patience, because some things can go wrong, but it's always like good to like be okay with change and
to see his flexibility, which was completely the Amigos, message. Just be flexible and happy with the 5 choices. And like, Ryan, how do you feel you're going to the Yucatan today instead of Oaxaca? He's like, I'm good.
I'm like, okay, well now I've got expectations from other cultures, and I want to go and see what they're really like as opposed to what I'm thinking of them as. I don't know, maybe I'm a little more tolerant of people, less tolerant of first world problems.
At my school, there's a very large Mexican population. You're very isolated, you're very different because you can't speak with them. But now that I can speak Spanish with them, I can see how great of a person they are, who they are. I didn't pay a lot of attention to the Mexican culture, and now I'm very I want to learn about it a lot more now because
the community that she lived in was so generous and kind and open to each other, and the neighborly exchanges daily that we don't really have in this country. And she's made a point to say we really need to make more of an effort on our street to get to talk to our neighbors more regularly.
They just came back, these confident, very very aware of the abundance that we have here in Marin.
It's been a really great experience. He's definitely changed, definitely grown up, matured, sort of realizes what he takes for granted here. But it's also opened him up, I think, to the possibility of doing more work abroad, so which is really exciting.
The first time was okay, was my baby, but the second time she called and said I'm fine and I'm excited, and I'm the last person in the call, and I called you when I go back home, and that moment I say I don't have my baby anymore. My little girl grow up became a wife. She became the woman I always know she going to become.